welcome. I'm excited to see you. This is the E&E overview. I don't want to say too much. I really want it to be a conversation. We have several current students in the room. I'll have them introduce themselves in just a minute. A little bit of history. The MEM program, of course, is several decades old. Until Business and Environment spun up really a few months ago, E&E was the youngest concentration. It's been around 12 years now, which is, I guess, not. But still, we were the youngest. We started out with a few people, and a couple years later had almost, we shot up over 100. So we grew very, 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 very quickly. And we still are the largest MEM concentration in the Nicholas School. Myself, Dalia Patino-Echeverry, Lincoln Pratson are the core faculty members. We've sort of kidnapped Lori and convinced her that she's one of us now, for better or for worse. Brian Murray is another one. There are others in the Nick School too who have energy interests and overlap, but we're really the core of the E&E program, and we're hiring a new person who will be on board this fall. The program started, like I said, about 12 years ago. We had a couple of people on the Nicholas School's Board of Visitors, sort of our Board of Trustees, however you want to look at it, from the oil and gas industry of all places. And they said, the Nicholas School is a logical place for a program that focuses on energy and trains students to help manage the environmental impacts of energy supply and use. Nicholas School took that advice, and we started, we put together the program in 04 and in 05 when we launched. And the mission statement of the program, if you want to look at that, is that we train students who can help lead the transition to a more sustainable energy system. Now, transition, that looks like how you define a more sustainable energy system. Those are kind of broad terms. But you're recognizing that what we have today, largely a fossil-based system, it will be around for a while, and we need to manage the environmental impacts of that. Plus, what's coming is not all free of challenges, let's put it that way. Integrating renewables into the grid, to give you one example, poses challenges. And so, the program is designed, to focus on both aspects. How you manage what we have today, make it more environmentally friendly, and then how you bring in, what is new. So the curriculum itself focuses on the energy system. So we take a very broad view of the energy system, from supply of primary energy resources through all the processes that convert them into more useful energy carriers, to the point at which you have demands for end-use energy services, lighting, space heating, mobility, whatever it happens to be. That is the energy system. A lot of things interact across that system. Sometimes it behaves in unpredictable ways. So the curriculum focuses on that, how we got to be where we are today, how things work, and to the best that we can guess, or talk intelligently about it, what might be feasible going forward. And then importantly, the curriculum looks at the levers you pull to change that system, whether it be policy and regulation, economics and market development, science and technology, behavior, institutional design. All of that features in the curriculum. We have devoted courses to different areas, but they're all taught with an eye towards each other because they all enable and constrain each other to a certain extent. If you look at the curriculum, I'm not going to go through it here. For the MEM degree, you need 48 credits to graduate, where again 3 credits is a typical graduate class. Within the E&E curriculum, we have different course distribution areas, things like markets and policy, science and technology, tools, which are analytical methods. We have our core energy environment course, which is sort of the foundational experience in the program. Within each of those areas, you have a few required courses. There are sort of constrained electives within those distributional areas. But you have about half of that 48 credits open as electives. So in other words, there's a lot of freedom that you have as students in the program to customize your program around your interests, your career goals, your background, whatever it happens to be. Most of Duke is open to you for course selection. People are at Stanford taking policy classes. They're over at Pratt in the engineering school taking technical courses there. They're at the law school taking energy and environmental law. Few go to the business school. They're there. Some of the MBA courses are a little bit more restrictive, but Dan Vermeer has his Edge Center over there. That's sort of the energy equivalent to what we do here. Courses there are open to our students as well. And then, of course, the other universities in the area, school over at Chapel Hill, and then NC State in Raleigh. The students, occasionally go to, to those schools as well to fill in courses or take courses that we don't offer here. Bottom line, a lot of flexibility in your curriculum. We don't have subtracts within E&E, but if I had to categorize interests, they fall into kind of three broad areas, and these overlap. One would be, call it strategy, entrepreneurship, people who are more interested in kind of the business side of things. Another area, another kind of cluster of interest focused on policy, economics, regulation, and another one, for lack of a better term, focused on design. That can be everything from energy market design, a lot of work in that area. My dear colleague Dalia Patino-Javeri teaches a power markets class that's wildly popular and, from what we hear from our alumni, extremely useful. It's a big area right now, especially in the US where we have wholesale electric markets. But also related to design, transportation system planning. I do work with the built environment and design. So, kind of clusters of areas. Again, they're not tracks. You don't have, or sub-tracks rather, and there are areas outside of that or even combinations that work their way in as well. So again, a lot of flexibility. We're the largest concentration with 82 students right now. It's a close-knit group. I think a lot of you were probably just at the Energy Initiatives overview. What they offer, increases what we're able to do for you by an order of magnitude at least. We could never offer the number of classes, seminars, networking opportunities, field trips, and that they are able to provide to the campus community. But by providing it to the campus community, they give E&E students here a chance to interact with other energy people on campus, just like you would in the real world. The lawyers, the MBAs, the engineers, the whatevers, they're all here.